Boom, baby, baby. Fog delay number 4 or 5, which is fantastic. Get me clipping onto a tie. I look like the man. Not really, but that's okay. Yesterday I did one of those things to where I left the microphone on, left it on my body, and then I walk into a big arena and have to do this, like, I don't know, judging competition thing, and I'm like, again, halfway through, I'm like, wait, I have a dumb microphone on my person. But that's okay. It shows the world that I am awesome. And there was a kid yesterday, as I was leading the prototype competition. Kid yesterday is like, hey, are you famous? You look like you do TED Talks or you're on television. I wanted to be like, well, little do you know, kid, I have 88 subscribers on YouTube, and we have posted 102 times today, which is fun. But no, I'm not famous, and no, I'm not gonna be famous for what he's thinking I should be famous for, you know? I want to be famous to the people that I love, and famous to my family, and famous to those around me. But yeah, famous is kind of it'd be cool for like a minute, I think, right? It'd be cool to try it out. I think in your 20s it'd give you the confidence and the reassurance that everyone's looking for, but then you put your confidence and self-worth in what other people think of you, but you're like, dude, I'm kind of just a crappy person, but everyone thinks I'm cool, so I must be cool, but I'm really not that cool. I don't know. My mom always said that she wished we never won the lottery, wished we were never famous, and I was always so mad at that. Even in my mid-20s, I was like, what are you talking about, lady? Until, I don't know, until you get older, more mature, until you start really thinking about it, until you start hearing stories of famous people being bombarded just for a picture, never being able to just live, you know? So there was a fog delay today, and it's crazy because I wake up earlier than most, and I was like, oh dang, check the thing, nothing. Wasco, Delano, outskirts. And then it was like 45 minutes later, an hour later, they call a fog delay, and I'm like, wait, what? And I peek out the window because I'm like, all right, something must be wrong. Still not much fog, but I am driving into kind of like clouds of fog, you know? Anyway, kind of fun. I threw on my real dad's college ring, and it just says California State College, Bakersfield. Now, if you know Bakersfield, it's Cal State University, Bakersfield, but I guess back in the day, it was just California State College, Bakersfield. It wasn't, I think, long after. This says 1978. It wasn't long after. I think that became CSU Bakersfield, part of the CSU system and all that good stuff. So, anyway, do I hope that you are famous and rich and wealthy? If you love me and you're generous, sure, because you will probably show up at my door one day with a Lamborghini and say, here you go, Mr. Coolman. But probably not. I don't want a Lamborghini. I can only hold one person, and maybe a Sprinter van. Maybe a Sprinter van's more my style, with 15 seats and road trip it across the country. Okay. I don't think most people have driven in the fog, and again, it's like you're in the middle of a cloud, and so you're like, I don't know if that light's red or green. I don't know if that's light's red or green, and I'm getting closer, I still don't know, and then it was yellow, and so you have to go like, well, I didn't know, did it just turn yellow, or is it yellow about to be red, because those are two different yellows, you know? Not different color yellows, but different, you know, if you catch at the beginning, you could run through it. Anyway, just kind of fun, keeps you on your toes, you know? I always say when I'm towing a trailer, it makes me feel more important. It makes my driving better because I'm like intentionally thinking about, okay, I'm towing this trailer. I've got to be more careful and think about things, and anywho, all good stuff. But this darn fog delay threw off my field trip today. So now instead of taking everybody, I'm only able to take those that can get transportation. And so we will find out how many kids are able to go on this field trip. And that's gonna have to be okay, you know? Because there's no reason for it not to be okay. And yesterday I led the prototype challenge. Kids from all over the country, I'm talking New York, are in town in Bakersfield, staying at the hotel next to the convention center, competing in our statewide competition for all these different things. And all I'm gonna say is, wow, these kids are crushing it. Are there a bunch of goofballs at that age right now? Sure. But holy cow, the kids that I was surrounded by yesterday are going to do incredible things in this world. And I tip my hat to them all. They came up with a lot of cool solutions. The prompt was to fix an everyday problem that high schoolers face. And man, do they face plenty of challenges. And anyway, it's very cool. Fun to see. Creative minds. And then one of the big weird things is I'm like presenting for that. If you've ever played Minecraft, which I haven't, but I've seen it played when kids are supposed to be doing work, but they're not doing work, is you build like a world. And I'm driving under a bridge right now. Somebody built that bridge, not one person, but a team, but a human said, I want a bridge to be here. And again, I'm sure it takes a lot of people to approve stuff like that, but our entire world was built through a prototype. Somebody had to test it. Somebody had to say, well, what if we do this? And then they had to try it, and then they broke it, and then they adjusted it, and then they tried again, and adjusted again, and broke it. Like, every single thing around us was at one time a prototype. Was at one time an idea. Not just an idea in somebody's brain, but they turned it into some tangible item. You got to be able to point to it, touch it, hold it, feel it, and then be able to look at it. Whether it's like a visual model or whether it's something you created, but without the prototype, it's just your idea. And there's no nice way of saying this, but nobody cares how good your idea is if you never build it. It's deep and wide and powerful, because if you never do anything with your idea, nobody cares about your idea. It stays an idea and dies with you until somebody else comes along and either has the same or better idea and decides to do something with it. Wow. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. So today we get to announce the winners, which means 25 groups. 25 times about 5 kids each group are not going to win, but there will be 3 groups that take the 3rd place, 2nd and 1st place prize, and it will be an honor handing that over to them. Because they did a great job building it, they did a great job collaborating, they did a great job presenting their idea, and they scored the most points. So congratulations to that team, and to everybody else, all those dumb ideas in your head, create a prototype. Get your idea into your hands. Be able to do something with your idea. Take all those abstract, creative ideas in your brain and do something with it. You know what I mean? Okay. 102, I'm out. Whoa, no, I'm not out yet. Yeah, no, I'm out.